SCP Pandemic, released February 22nd into early access and was called a beta, but I guess they dialed that back and now it's an alpha, which is kind of interesting to see a game that's released into beta then gets reverted to alpha, you know, going backwards instead of forward. I'm assuming that's probably because like the reviews and stuff it was getting on release, because like it's not good. There's a lot wrong with the game, and I would definitely say it's in its alpha stage, like alpha. And honestly, the game is not worth $20 right now. It's like not even close. I feel like at most this game is worth $5 for its current state, and it should have like a playable demo before you even consider buying or backing this early access alpha state game, because $20 is ridiculous for what this game has to offer. And I was hesitant even buying this game and checking it out because I knew it wasn't going to be great regardless. Like I knew it wasn't. I just, you know, I was like, well, I'm gonna check it out. I'm interested. It's SCP, so I wanna check it out. But you know, it's even worse than I thought. Like this doesn't even feel like an SCP game. Like for an SCP game, like in my mind, I was thinking like something spooky and scary. Like I was gonna have jump scares. I was gonna be screaming. My heart was gonna be pumping. But no, it's right now in its current state of this game, it's just a zombie tactical shooter. You're just fighting hordes of zombies. There's nothing special about it. There's no originality. It's just a zombie co-op game at this point. And I understand that, you know, this is still in development. It's early. They dialed it back to alpha. But holy shit, man. Like, hey, devs, with Afray, is it Afray, the company? Afray devs, listen. You want this game to be good. You want it to be popular, right? You know, I got some ideas for you that I'm sure most would agree with, maybe, you know, or maybe it's just me. I think they do. I think they might. You know, my first idea is obviously, just like everyone would probably agree, just get the game polished, you know, get the mechanics, the animations, the visuals, everything, sound, audio, get that all polished. Obviously that's important. I'm sure you're working on it already. Like, you know, like most things, that's first and foremost. But you need to like change the entire scheme of the game, right? Like make it scary. Like you give us a flashlight and NVGs, make us use it more. Make the game darker. Jump scares. You know, like a good example for y'all to look at is the game called Get the Fuck Out, or GTFO. They do it pretty well with the terms of, like with the darker environment, and it's not super, it's like, I wouldn't say the game's scary necessarily, but sometimes it makes you jump. Kind of go out, like look at that game, kind of apply some of those concepts to your game, but with the SCP lore, right? But like use that plus like make it scary. Like get those two key components together and you might have a very interesting FPS tactical horror co-op SCP game like we all are expecting. Otherwise, I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. You know, there's not much else to say about the game. It's in alpha, it's got bugs, it's got issues, it needs work, and there's nothing really that stuck out for me. Like there's nothing special about this game. I was like, oh, I like this. Like there's nothing about it that I would like, I enjoyed about it. Like it's in a really early state, and I would not recommend picking up this game right now. If you're thinking about it, don't. Not worth your time, not worth the $20. Wait for the game to get developed, come back in 6 months and see the direction of the game, and hopefully, you know, they go on a path that actually makes this game unique and interesting. But besides that, it's not worth the time right now. Okay, bye.
Fucking like and subscribe.